Sometimes a straightforward hobby project turns into a full-blown engineering challenge. That's the Qi65, a board that started as what should I buy and ended up being a 3-kilogram heavy boy. Not because it needs to, but because the designer wanted every millimeter, every screw, every part of the board to mean something. Hey everyone, welcome back to Scoop Bar. Today we're taking a look at the Qi65, the first independently designed keyboard by Ryan of Yan Studio. A board that started as a casual which keyboard should I buy conversation and grew into a self-taught design project. Ryan taught himself Fusion 360, handled the nightmares of outsourcing, and pushed through early criticism to get here. And that spirit of learning, persistence, and personal craftsmanship runs through every part of this board. This is a sponsored review, but the sponsor doesn't get to see the video before you do, so you're getting my unfiltered thoughts. If you enjoy deep dives into keyboards that balances value and performance, go ahead and like this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next build. Alright, let's start with the first impressions. The Qi65 is a 65% wing key mechanical keyboard, dedicated arrows, no F-row, function access through layers. It uses a Poron gasket mount chosen specifically because Poron gives that clean, damp tone while still keeping a soft typing feel. Toro Studio lists the specs as the effective key height of 22.94mm, an 8.5 degree typing angle, 18.5mm front height, and the case is a 4-piece construction with a top case, mid-frame, upper bottom, and lower bottom. The top and bottom are made from 6063 aluminum, while the mid-piece comes in brass, copper, or stainless steel, and it's all held together internally, meaning no visible exterior screws. Depending on the mid-frame, the brass comes in at 2.85 kilograms, while the copper comes right in at 3 kilograms, with the stainless steel coming at 2.65 kilograms. It is unusually heavy even for its size, which gives it an incredibly stable presence on the desk. Play options include aluminum, carbon fiber, or polypropylene in both full and half play versions. The PCB is a 1.6mm thick black core with VIA and QMK compatible, and it comes in both solder and hot swap variants. The box includes your choice of plate, 20 gaskets, rubber feet, daughter board with a long shrink wrap JST cable, screws, and a custom carrying case. Now, as for the colors, you've got gray sand, light sand, dark gray, ink green, which is our unit, silver moon, and raw, with mid-frames powder coated in black or gray. In hand, the Qi65 feels dense, like a block of aluminum that refuses to move. The shrink wrap JST cable helps keeping things tidy, and the build process feels a lot like a KeyCult number 2. Precise, tight tolerances, rewarding if you follow the build guide carefully. If I would change one thing, I would wish for magnetic screws purely for convenience sake, but the screwless exterior does look incredibly clean. Ryan or Yan Studio started as a hobbyist who just wanted to learn. He picked up CAD, taught himself Fusion, and went through the full cycle of trial and error until the Qi65 was production ready. The Qi seal on the back, it's not just decoration, it literally means beginning. This was his start as a designer. Production was handled by DDS, a solid OEM known for consistent machining and finishing. They use sandblasting, anodizing, and powder coating, and even borrow some internal screw techniques from Nessun to reduce the resonance and keep the outer lines seamless. Visually, the Qi65 goes against the curve, pun intended here. While a lot of modern boards lean into soft flowing profiles, this one embraces straight lines and sharp edges. The midframe cuts through the profile with an angular groove leading to the Type-C port, and the back features 2 long channels, plus that raised diamond engraving containing Qi. The midframe itself, brass, copper, or stainless, doesn't just affect the weight, it subtly changes the tone. The custom diamond-shaped feet comes in 78 and 80A durometer options, chosen for grip and aesthetic cohesion. Now, the inside, the mid-frame has horizontal grooves that reflect and focus the sound, giving the Qi65 a more crisp acoustic signature. The anti-bottom out silicone slots prevent shortening and reduce hollowness, and there's even a relief cut under the spacebar to balance the feel. From round 1 to round 2, Ryan stretched the gasket from 40mm to 70mm, thickened the strips for better case pressure, and redesigned that spacebar really. The result? Fewer internal shifts, no case bottom contact, and tighter acoustics. Aesthetically speaking, the Qi65 is minimalist but with a cultural soul. It blends modern industrial lines with Chinese calligraphic influence. That engraved Qi mark is symbolic, but the board avoids feeling ornamental. Everything is functional design. The color pairings are carefully thought out. The gray sand with copper midframe feels warm and classic. The light sand with copper reads more elegant. The gray and ink green with stainless feels cold and modern, while the silver moon and raw aluminum keep things clean and neutral. The subtle top bezel line, beveled port grooves, and the premium carrying case complete the presentation. Not something too flashy, just quietly confident. Typing on the Qi65 feels like typing on a soft pillow inside a metal frame. The Poron gaskets and heavy case combined gives a plush yet planted feel. A little flex but nothing too bouncy. Acoustically, this thing is tuned. Those internal grooves and silicone slots direct the sound forward, keeping it crisp and full. The spacebar relief cut prevents that dreaded hollow thud. No foam is necessary, it's balanced right out the box. In our testing, the MX block switches sounded deeper and tighter than a Neo 65 CU, while the Qi65 adds body to each press. The HMX Orange Boy switches brought a bright, snappy top end, while the HMX Sonya deliver a smoother, more rounded tone. Across the board, no ping, no hollowness, just solid tune resonance. Here are the sound tests. So who is this board for? If you're someone who values premium build quality, acoustic refinement, and intentional design, this one's for you. It's a heavy, artistic, conversation-starting board that rewards careful assembly and daily use. If you're building on a budget or plan to carry your board around, maybe not this one. But for someone who appreciates craftsmanship and cultural storytelling and design, the Qi65 is a standout among 65% boards. The Qi65 shows impressive maturity for a first-time designer. The machining is precise, the internal structure is clever, and the overall presentation feels thoughtful. From acoustics to symbolism, Now, there's room to grow, like magnetic screws and maybe a slightly lighter variant or alternative mounts for different feel preferences, but as a debut, I think Ryan has done a phenomenal job. The Qi65 isn't trying to be universal, it's personal, purposeful, and deliberate, a designer's first statement milled into form. Thanks for watching, I love you all, and I'll catch you in the next one.